Ladies and gentlemen, Joseph the Interwebs out there, Sebastian Envy, Sean Style Cinephile, and we've had the first trailer for the long gestating Crow reboot starring Bill Skarsgård and FKA Twigs. Is that how you say her name? Or is it frequently known as Twigs? Because isn't that what FKA stands for? Whatever. Let's geek about it for a scant few minutes because I have thoughts. Now, initially, my thoughts on rebooting The Crow is like, why? Why are we doing this? But you have to think The Crow originally, Brandon Lee's Crow came out umpteen million years ago. So, I mean, is there anything wrong with doing another adaptation of it? Maybe not. I think, I mean, are some people holding a bit too much, holding on to the original one a bit too tightly just because of the circumstances, the tragic circumstances of it? Maybe. Um, I don't know. I'm kind of torn on just the idea of doing it. But I mean, if you're gonna do it, then you need to do it well, and that's the problem. Although with this, um, like I mean, the crow can be other people. The concept of somebody getting killed under tragic circumstances and being brought back to life to right that wrong, avenge someone or some people or whatever. It's a tale as old as time. And you can have different crows. They've had different crows. I mean, you had the crow Salvation, Wicked Prayer. You had City of Angels. I mean, there have been other crows. You had Stairway to Heaven. Stairway to Heaven, of course, is a series that had Mark Coscos playing Eric Draven. I have a soft spot for it because I'm a huge mark for Mark Coscos. I just am. But it also wasn't that bad of a series. But for this, and just looking at the trailer and some of the, it has decent action. Seems to be shot fairly good. Um, Skarsgård and Twigs seem to have some chemistry in it. They seem to be good enough in their roles, but it's like a lot of you open yourself up to a lot of comparison to the original film, rightly or wrongly, and a lot of mixed feelings, lots of positive feelings, lots of negative feelings. So it's like, why do you open yourself up to that? Why do you court that by making this Eric Draven and Shelley Webster when we've already seen through past Crow movies that the Crow can bestow its powers upon anybody in some tragic circumstances. Just do that. Because the problem is not that we were getting Crow sequels and they weren't a sequel to Brandon Lee's Crow. It was that they were just shitty movies. That's the thing. It's like when I get up in arms about people like pissing and moaning about the MCU and where it's going, the direction, and you got basement dwelling dude bros complaining about this and that and blaming stuff on being woke and yada yada yada. It's just for the underperforming movies, of which there have been lots. And I just read something where there are rumors that they weren't doing a sequel to Ant-Man, which Ant-Man was already on his third one, so it didn't really need one, or Eternals, or another Captain Marvel movie. And I'm fine with more movies of any of those types. It's just don't make shitty movies. The movies weren't bad because they had diverse casts or females in the lead or this or that. They were just bad because they were just shitty movies. Same thing with The Crow. You can have multiple Crow movies. You can have a franchise of Crow movies with the Crow visiting different people. You could have a female Crow. You could have a whatever Crow you want to. Just don't make it a shitty movie. That's the problem. That's what's happened in those sequels of Salvation and City of Angels and Wicked Prayer. They just frickin' sucked. So, is this movie gonna suck? Remains to be seen. Are they kind of, like I said, just inviting criticism and people to look kind of look shady, look down upon the film because they're going to draw direct comparisons to what happened and all to the Brandon Lee Crow. Um, you could have just had it be some other people because I think the Crow is a big enough thing on its own to carry, like I said, a franchise or multiple movies with different people in different circumstances becoming a Crow. Um, that said, like I said, looked these I didn't like love it, but I didn't hate it either. I'm curious to see it all like to see the movie. Curious enough, but I don't know. I'm not digging like the Crow makeup job they're doing, and you can see that Skarsgård would have made a good Joker, I guess, with the makeup job they're doing with it. But is it going to be good? It remains to be seen. We'll find out together as we always do. But I just feel like you didn't need to attach Draven and Webster, like Eric and Shelly, to this. You could have just started fresh with Joe Schmo, whoever, and his chick, and still had them get killed in crappy circumstances, and him needing to come back because his soul can't rest, yada yada yada, with freshly named characters, not rebooting the first one, and you would have been fine as long as it's a good movie. Now, if it sucks, that's a whole other thing. Like I said, that's the problem. Well, I don't know. It remains to be seen. We'll all find out together when it drops. But yeah, those are some of my thoughts on it, scattered as they often are. What do you guys out there think? Let me know in the comments below. Follow me on social media. Talk to me there. Talk to me here. Until next time, of course. Let's geek.